Scores 2-0 to Supa Strikas, and Big Bo's had nothing to do all game. Oh! Nakama are in Supa Strikas' box!
Woo! Ah, nothing to get excited about, Brenda. Blok is there.
But if he doesn't get this tackle right, it's a penalty for sure.
No problem for the big man.
Blok's the cleanest tackler in the Super League. You rock, Blok!
Right on, man.
Listen up, guys. The Robotics in Football exhibition is coming up next week. Prof?
Well, we thought we'd do something special this year, so I've made a robot.
Of one of you.
Must be Cool Joe. He does the best robot.
It must be me. Why replicate anyone less good-looking than the great El Matador?
Introducing Roblok.
Bravo, man.
Wow.
Unbelievable. I'm fine.
I need your clothes, your boots, and your shin guards.
Tony, why does this tin can get to travel with the team?
'Cause, unlike you lot, Chip T. Chuckerson is going to win me a prize.
The game? Against Supa Strikas?
Oh, the other difference between Chip and you lot is he can actually learn things. Copy movie star.
I need your clothes, your boots, and your shin guards.
I don't understand, Tony.
He's gonna win me the robotics in football exhibit.
Danger! Danger!
Iron Tanker already the perfect robots. Ow!
No foul, play on, no foul.
And the Robotics in Football Grand Prize goes to...
Yes?
Yes? Roblok!
What?
Blok, a quick interview, perhaps?
I can translate if you want. Been learning Brazilian.
Tell me about your robot twin.
Physically, Roblok is a perfect copy of me.
How could they give the award to the robotic dimwit? He's just a mindless replica.
So, how's his football?
I don't know. Prof says playing against Roblok would be extremely dangerous because he's all steel and hydraulics.
Oh, really?
So what will he be doing at Strikaland?
Welcome to Strikaland, home of the Super League's greatest team.
A tour guide. So, who do you predict will win this weekend? Supa Strikas or Technicali?
I predict Supa Strikas will prevail in our next game.
Nice. Blok?
I'm only halfway through the Brazilian course. But if you ask me, Lena, I just need to score one goal, and Blok will take care of the rest.
Not if I take care of Blok first. Copy Blok. Now, if I could just figure out how to get your processor into that lumbering pile of nuts and bolts. Stop! First law of robotics, no water. Water will make you malfunction. But you have given me an idea.
Technology from previous inventions. For example, I used the analytical algorithm from the magic in Roblok's eyes. Water! Get Roblok out of here!
Go! Go, Chip! Go!
doll exhibit has been locked down with all robots inside.
No! 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 There was so much he still had to see, to do.
Sure, that was one awesome robot block, Prof.
In hindsight, it would have been difficult to make a robot as good-looking as me.
This sucks.
Schmargelfleur.
Clear all robot parts. Send those tin cans to the scrapyard.
Yes, it worked. And by the time Supa Strikas realize they're playing with a robot, half the team will be injured.
Let's put the robotics exhibit behind us, okay? I don't want it affecting our performance against Technicali. Now, get to it. El Matador,
My preparation will be purely mental, Coach, reminding myself how awesomely amazing I am.
Hey, Blok, I reckon the best practice I can get is against the world's best defender. Blok, you almost took my foot off. What's up with you? You seem different. I think I'll do some training where I won't end up in hospital.
Oh! Supa Strikas are too fast and skilled to be injured by Roblok. But my players aren't. John J. Johnson Jr.
Hi, Tony!
I've come up with a strategy for you.
Great, let's hear it.
Dribbling.
Again? I thought the doctor cleared that up.
He means dribbling a soccer ball.
I want you to dribble straight at Blok, John J. Johnson Jr.
Isn't that kind of risky?
With Roblok on the pitch, there'll be cards for Supa Strikas and penalty kicks for Technicali.
I am Roblok, the robot Blok. The true legend is over there.
Danger! Danger! Danger!
Welcome to Strikaland, home of the Super League Trophy. Let's begin our tour.
Circle.
okay, boys, let's call it for today.
Be the Blok.
What's up with you? You seem different. Hey, Blok. You coming?
Surely, lad.
Something's up with Blok. He's playing weird, speaking weird.
Shaw shakes, dude. It's not like you're an authority on Brislovian.
Yeah, brother. Aren't you still learning?
Cassette tapes? Yeah, latest technology in Breslovia.
Gerbil, Zerk, Glarg, Bezork. Now you say it.
Gerbilzerk, Glarg, Bezork. Yep, I know that one.
Next up, Zerk, Lagerb, Blurgle, Strazer. Blurgle, Strazer.
Hey! Okay, tape 6. Huh? Weird. Where are 6 to 9?
Are you ready for the final level of Learn Breslovian? Here we go. Rarlklad Zuzangelkrad.
Rarlklad Zuzangelkrad Blukja Razberko. Got it. Huh. If my Breslovian isn't dodgy, then what's up with Blok?
Next up, Zorglang the Zirkelbarb.
Oh! Tapes!
Blok, good rug! Glug!
One of our main values at Strikaland is determination.
It's match day in Strikaland.
No matter where you are, whatever you're doing, it's a fantastic day for a bit of football.
Supa Strikas have been looking good, but Chuck T. Jipperson is in great form.
Blok will need to be on top of his game, Mac.
I'm sure he will be, Brenda. He's so reliable. Always there when Supa Strikas need him.
Blok, we need to talk.
Gurgle,
Zergle Purple
the Razzle Gridlock, through Colonel for Boomba.
He says he's been under a lot of pressure lately.
Wow, Shakes, your Brislovian has really improved.
Yeah, totally.
Blok, I know something's wrong. Your game, your Brislovian, it's like you're a different person.
Gurglerblargle, Rabzagoo.
Excuse me?
Gurglerblargle, Rabzagoo.
You took my tapes. But why would you need to learn Brislovian? Because you're not Blok. You're Roblok. You can't go out there. You can't play. You'll hurt people. Roblok, listen to me!
Please remember to look after your belongings during the tour.
And last out, last week's man of the match, Blok!
Oh, no!
He's a machine, Brenda.
But where's Shakes?
Aye. Thought we had a first choice 11 on both sides.
Klaus, warm up. Eagle Eye, Grizz, get Shakes.
What's the strategy again?
You run straight at Blok.
Oh, right.
You'd think Technicali would at least send their #1 striker to do business with Blok. Wow, so unlike Blok.
Yes! I mean, what was that? Whatever happened to fair play?
Keep it tidy, Blok. Another one, and the card's coming out.
Shakes! Shakes! I don't get it. Where did he go?
Unbelievable scenes here at Strikaland.
Blok's gone from gentle giant to belligerent brute.
Oh, the ref is reaching into his pocket, and it's a yellow card.
He's ruining his hard-earned reputation in a single game.
Please stay near. Do you need the restroom? It's down the stairs, first left, second right, immediate right, and straight ahead. Next up, the Strikaland Spa. Isn't it total luxury? Well, folks, all good things must come to an end. You want more? Follow me for the final part of our exciting tour.
And it gets worse. The big defender. Penalty to Technicali.
Blok best clean up his act soon or he'll be sent off.
Fasten your seatbelts, because the final stop on our tour is the Strikaland Garage.
There you have it, Brenda. Technically go one ahead.
All thanks to a surprisingly poor performance from Blok. Who would have thought?
First a missing striker, now a defender whose brain's gone missing?
North. Shakes?
Don't let anyone know I'm in here. That's not Blok. It's Roblok.
Yeah, and I always take advice from dudes hiding in lockers.
He put me in here. He finds out you're onto him and you're next. You need to get him out of here.
Blok, what is wrong with you?
Oh, I know this one. Blok's hitting the showers. Right, Blok?
Since when do you speak Breslovian?
I've been taking night classes. Shh. That isn't Blok. It's Roblok.
Yeah, right.
The dangerous tackling, weird Breslovian, cold, steely demeanor? Well, we're about to find out if I'm right.
Why's that, Shakes?
Robots don't take showers.
So if that's Roblok, where's Blok?
Supa Strikas drive only the coolest vehicles.
Well, there's our tour guide. Someone switched the robot's processors.
Shakes, you were right, dude.
But where is Blok?
He says we've got to go on for the second half, or we'll forfeit the game.
Margle Blok.
Don't worry, he's got this.
We can't wait for him any longer. Huh?
They didn't sub him? Looks like your work isn't done, John J. Johnson, Jr.
Blok, you did it! I think?
The second half is about to start, and Supa Strikas have a lot of work to do.
Well, coach should have started by subbing Blok. He's the reason they're losing. Ooh! Blok's gonna finish John J. Johnson Jr. once and for all!
And get what he deserves, a red card.
That's more like it! Vintage Blok!
Smooth, slick, and effective.
Oh, I'm too clever. My invention has learned to play like the best defender in the league.
Sorry, Tony, you're wrong. No one can play like the Blok.
Largo Turtle! Largo Blok Circle!
No, no, no!
Whatever was troubling Blok in the first half is ancient history.
Nice one, brother!
Blok, you did it! And where is your very scary twin?
So I'm hanging from Strikaland, Roblok's about to ditch me, when suddenly I remember something. My new robot friend.
And now for the final part of our tour. Ta-da!
Be the fly with the clothes, smaggle flare. Copy. I think Prof should just make a robot that looks like me next time.
But how do we know we aren't all robots already? Ow!
Wild scenes at Strikaland as the Grim FC tour bus rock and rolls into town. And part of their entourage, a terrifying new move that no goalkeeper has been able to save, the Ghost Train. Let's find out more. Coach Belmont, how did you come up with the Ghost Train?
I didn't. Every coach in Grimm's long history has stored their football knowledge in an ancient, powerful book. The Tactinomicon! Could someone please close that window?
Sorry!
Whatever.
So over the top.
The ghost train does sound kinda...
Don't say it, dude!
Scary.
Huh? Why?
Really?
Aren't we gonna need a goalie to stop the Ghost Train?
Yeah, why does Big Bo get time off before the game?
Big Bo is doing top-secret preparation for the Ghost Train. He's our last line of defense against them.
I'm finally here. My heart is pounding. 50,000 fans screaming. I can't get my breath. The whistle sounding.
With every ounce of effort, every skill that I've got, I'll play the Super League's greatest, give them my best shot. Every minute of the 90, now I'm gonna be a fighter. 'Cause 1, 2, 3.
Does playing Supa Strikas have a personal significance for Grim FC? Big Bo did accidentally injure your legendary striker, Spike Dawson.
Not at all. Spike Dawson was a great player, but his spitefulness tainted the good name of this club. I'm glad to say we've seen the last of him.
Ha! That's what you think. My beautiful trophies. But my collection is incomplete. Not for long, though. Soon I will end Big Bo's career, just like he ended mine. And claim his gloves as my final trophy!
Spike! I baked you some strudel!
Mother! Don't interrupt me while I'm plotting revenge!
Don't you backchat me, young man!
Sorry, Mom.
Planning to leave the goalie cave anytime soon, sir? It's getting musty in here.
All worth it, Albert. I'm beginning to understand how Grimm's new move works. They stay in a very tight formation to hide the position of the ball. The keeper doesn't know where the shot is coming from. My positioning and reflexes will have to be spot on to stand any chance against the Ghost Train.
And how do you plan to achieve that, sir?
The quad cannons.
Ha! I told Grim FC they'd be nothing without me! Especially after I steal their precious Tactinomicon! Now, to pay Big Bo a visit. Mom, I'm stuck.
Don't worry, dearie. I'll get the strudel grease. We'll get you out of there in no time.
Activate quad cannons.
Quad cannons activated.
Yes, I heard you the first 30 times.
Would you like to buy some strudel, dearie?
Delicious. Come inside. I can't resist a good strudel.
Why, thank you, dearie.
Post-train save ratio 100%. Quad cannons entering sleep mode.
Albert, is that you?
Quad cannons initiated.
Huh?
Speed increased. Danger. Injury warning. Disengage. 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 Power disconnected. Please contact an authorized quad cannon technician.
Ah, my beautiful trophy.
This revenge thing is getting really old, Spike.
I won't stop until
End my career just like I ended yours. Like I said, old. But I'm not injured. Your plan failed.
Ha! That's what you think. But you're not the only one who knows all the angles, Big Bo.
Huh?
Excuse me, sir. Could you help me, please? I'm terribly sorry, sir. That old woman lured me in with lies and delicious strudel.
That wasn't an old woman. It was Spike Dawson.
Spike Dawson? After all this time? What are we going to do about him?
Nothing for now. I need to rest up for the game against Grimm.
Are you done playing with your friend, Spike?
Sworn enemy, Mother! Big Bo is my sworn enemy! And the game I'm playing is only just beginning.
Super League Disciplinary Board.
I have information regarding the theft of the Tectonomicon.
Morning, sir. Sleep well?
Yep. I'm ready to bring the ghost train screeching to a halt. Don't buy any strudel, okay?
Very funny, sir.
I'm Agent 1. I'm Agent 2. From the Super League Disciplinary Board.
I don't have a number yet, but if I help crack the case, I can totally earn one.
Read your agent rulebook, rookie. Rule 4.73. A Super League agent always remains calm. It keeps your mind clear and makes you look extra cool at all times.
How exactly can I help you, gentlemen?
We got a tip-off that Big Bo was involved in the theft of the Tectonomicon.
You're not the only one who knows all the angles, Big Bo.
Spike wasn't trying to injure me. He was trying to frame me.
Mind if we take a look around?
What makes you think Big Bo was involved in this crime?
We got an anonymous tip. Besides, with Big Bo facing the ghost train, no one would have more to gain from stealing the book.
I found it! I found it! I found it! I found it!
Protocol, Junior. Rule 1.7. A Super League agent never smiles. There's some kind of grease on here. Same stuff we found on Grimm's bus. Big Bo is now our prime suspect. I want Strikaland secured immediately.
Spike must have planted the Tactonomicon here last night. He's trying to get me banned for life.
So, what are we going to do about it?
Clearing my name would be good, but duty calls.
The game, sir? At the risk of stating the obvious, there's nowhere to hide on a football pitch.
Maybe I don't have to. Here we go. The Super League Agent's Rulebook. I have a plan that'll let me play the game, stop the ghost train, and prove Spike framed me.
Sounds easy enough, sir.
Match night at Strikaland. And the terrifying Grimm fans descend on the stadium.
But they're nothing compared to the team itself. But by far the weirdest thing tonight is Supa Strikas are starting with their number 2 goalie, Noah Murdoch.
If any goalie can stop the ghost train, surely it's Big Bo.
Hear that, Brenda? Chugga, 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 chugga. Doot, doot.
Here comes the ghost train.
Where's the ball? No idea, dude!
Blok!
Supa Strikas are gonna need a bigger goalie.
Hold it. We're looking for someone matching your description. Never mind. Move along, kids.
Ghost train!
I'm so sorry, guys. I let you down.
Don't worry, dude. No one's been able to stop the ghost train.
So far.
Big Bo? Where have you been, man?
Well, Spike framed me for stealing the Tactonomicon, and now I'm kind of on the run from the SLDB.
Huh? I hate to be Captain Insensitive, but did you find a way to stop the ghost train, Big Bo?
Don't worry, guys. I know all the angles.
Wait a second. If you can stop the ghost train, it'll totally seem like you stole the Tactonomicon.
It is gonna look weird, man. Have you thought about, missing the save on purpose?
Yeah, some things are more important than football. Or not.
I won't let Spike Dawson win. I'm gonna go out there, and I'm gonna stop the ghost train.
How are you even gonna get on the pitch? This place is crawling with Super League agents.
With a bit of luck, and a bit of help from the Super League Rulebook.
The good news for Supa Strikas fans is that the hapless Noah Murdoch has been taken off.
And the bad news, Mac, is that they haven't replaced him. Supa Strikas are starting the second half without a goalkeeper.
Big Bo, stop right there. Rule 54.72. Know the suspect. You put your whole career at risk just to learn how to stop the ghost train. There's no way you'd miss this game.
You guys got it all wrong. I didn't steal the Tactonomicon. I was framed by Spike Dawson.
Give yourself up, Big Bo. You've got nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
I don't need to hide. Rule 7.94.
Don't tell me. I know this one. No Super League agents are allowed on the field during game time.
appears out of the crowd!
But Vladimir Savage already has his eye on goal.
Whoa, what a save!
Big Bo slipped through our fingers. I want him apprehended the moment the final whistle blows. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
With Big Bo back on the pitch, do Supa Strikas have a chance against Grim?
We're about to find out, Brenda.
Affirmative.
All right, guys. Big Bo risked everything for this team. Let's make it worth his while.
Affirmative. It's a goal.
This is an outrage. Big Bo's a cheat.
The name Spike Dawson ring any bells? Big Bo claimed he set him up.
Bah, ridiculous. Spike Dawson's ancient history.
Hello? Anybody home? What's that? You're on the run from the law? Oh, I'll just let myself in then. Oh, I've waited so long for this moment. With Big Bo out the way, I can finally collect my trophy. What? No, no! This can't be!
Grim FC on the attack again.
But this time, the mighty Big Bo stands between them and the goal.
Huh? He's playing? Those gloves will be mine!
So far, so good. It's all up to you now, sir.
Big Bo helped his team level the scores!
But his real challenge is about to begin. The Ghost Train.
Can't believe I'm saying this, but kinda hope Big Bo misses.
I know what you mean, man.
What a save!
All right, Big Bo.
The Grim fans can't believe it!
Big Bo is the first goalie to stop the Ghost Train.
Affirmative.
You really need some new lines, son.
Affirmative.
Strudel!
Huh?
Crunchy, delicious strudel! Strudel! Get your hot strudel!
Gotcha. Huh?
We're well into injury time. Will Big Bo prevail?
Or will the Ghost Train ride him down?
I have to lure Spike out into the open, or I'm done for. But how?
My beautiful trophy.
My positioning and reflexes will have to be spot on.
Big Bo's taking the gloves off. Literally.
He's really bought into the whole showmanship thing.
Big Bo will pay for his disrespect.
Grim have broken through!
Only Big Bo stands between Grim FC and victory.
Can he do it? Gimme! They're mine! Two fans seem to be fighting over Big Bo's gloves.
Hey, is Isn't that Spike Dawson?
Gotcha.
What? Big Bo was telling the truth. All agents move in. Get Spike Dawson.
You did it!
Oh, thanks, guys.
The soccer mystery of the century and all the strudel you can eat, and I missed them both.
Luckily, Big Bo catches everything.
Yeah, man. You really weren't kidding when you said you had all the angles covered.
How did he fit in there? Strudel grease. Ew.
Hey, isn't that the same stuff they found on Grimm's bus and on the Technonomicon?
Great work, Junior. You've earned these. Protocol, Greenhorn. A Super League agent never smiles. But we'll allow it this one time, Agent 3. 127.
Spike Dawson! What have I told you about playing in the garbage?
Sorry, Mother.
Well, come on then. Let's go home.
You're tuned into Football 360 News. Story of the day. Supa Strikas ace goal scorer Shakes returns to training after his horrific...
All right. I'm ready.
Shakes!
Shakes! Shakes, amigo!
Shakes! We're totally amped to have our star striker back, dude!
But El Matador didn't go anywhere.
Thanks, guys. I can't wait to score some goals. It's been way too long.
You do know who we're facing next, right?
Well, you don't need to worry about getting injured again, Shakes. Presenting the ultimate in soccer safety equipment. An airbag for your shins. I need someone to kick me.
I'll do it, Klaus.
See? I am completely a ninja. Ouch.
What do you got for me, Coach?
Shakes, we need to test your match readiness before you rejoin the first team.
Match readiness test initiated.
You sure we aren't being a little tough on the guy, Coach?
If he can't take this, there's no way he'll handle Iron Tank.
Match readiness rating 25%. 50%. 75%.
The moment of truth.
Watch out, man!
Match readiness test aborted.
You called it, Coach Man.
His physical injury is healed, but the emotional scar remains.
You gotta be kidding me, Coach! You honestly expect me to just sit and watch while the guys battle Iron Tank?
Of course not. I have an important solo mission for you.
Supa Strikas, we write to you in a time of desperate need. Only you can help us. Open our brand new mall?
It doesn't have to be a mall opening. Movie premieres, theme parks, old age homes, take your pick.
I don't want to make celebrity appearances. I want to take on Uber.
You're not ready. Pick any event you want. Go anywhere in the world. But get your mind off Iron Tank.
One Eye! How many times do I have to tell you not to play video games on the state-of-the-art tracking screen?
Oh, sir. Sorry, sir.
Get back to work, you lazy dogs! Now, what is it you want to show me?
Supa Strikas have left for the Fortress Stadium. But Shakes is heading for China.
Suspicious. Keep me informed of all his movements.
Well, sure beats a mall opening.
Shakes! Welcome to the Yellow Emperor's Palace, official home of the History of Football Museum.
Thanks?
Sorry, tour guide mode, force of habit. I'm Xing. Come on, let me show you around. The museum features soccer from throughout history. That's mob football from 16th century England. Any number of players, no rules.
Invincible United are playing in the wrong century.
The ancient Greek game of episkiros was more like modern soccer, with one big exception. Players could use their hands.
Yeah, and they didn't wear pants. This is all very impressive, but why'd you guys need me here?
You're gonna be the guest of honor at the unveiling of our new exhibit. You get to cut the ribbon.
All part of the service when you call Soccer Stars for Hire. So, can I get a sneak peek?
Sorry, no one's allowed to see the exhibit before the grand unveiling. But I suppose I can make an exception for Shakes from Supa Strikas.
What is that?
Football's oldest known predecessor, Kuju. Players had to keep control of a ball while fighting off crazy kung fu attacks. This tapestry tells the legend of a teenager who single-handedly defeated a whole team of soldiers.
Man, this is too cool.
You ain't seen nothing yet. Come on! Welcome to the Yellow Emperor's training arena.
Whoa!
Kuju was the Super League of ancient China, and the Emperor wanted to make sure his team was the best. So, he built this place.
Sounds like Coach.
I could show you some Kuju moves if you want, you know. To use against Uber if he tries to injure you again.
Thanks, but, Coach dropped me for the Iron Tank game.
No ways.
He doesn't think I'm ready to face Uber.
Well, what better way to prove that you are than busting out some Kuju moves?
No offense, but if I was going up against Iron Tank, I'd need to learn from a master. You know, long beard, flowing robes, in riddles does speak.
You want a Kuju master? You're looking at her.
Status report!
Thor is about to break the club record!
Not the game! Shakes!
Sir, Shakes is under the History of Football Museum.
I knew he was up to something. Iron Tank? Get ready to die!
All right, then. Show me some of these Kuju moves, Master.
Look around you, Shakes. Everything you need to learn is here.
No! What are you doing?
Come on! Pick up the pace. If you can't dodge me, how are you gonna dodge a whole team of muscle freaks? getting it.
Iron Tank?
I'm guessing they're not here for the museum tour.
Sorry, Shakes. Training is cancelled.
What are you doing here?
I was wondering the same about you, Shakes. But now I see what you're up to. You plan to use this fighting football against us.
Uber, you stalker creep! I'm not even playing against you. Coach left me off the team.
Yeah, sure. You can't lie to a master strategist like me. I know your every move before you make it.
Bet you didn't see that move coming, master strategist.
Get her! She will teach us the kuju.
Hey! Let go of me! Walrus!
Leave her out of this!
Or what? Yeah, I thought so.
Coach was right. I'm not ready.
A teenager defeated a whole team of soldiers.
Faster! Faster! Iron Tank will try to break your rhythm and dent your confidence.
Coach, that's not the only thing they'll try to break and dent.
That's why you need to pick up the pace. If they can't catch you, they can't foul you.
We don't need to worry about that anymore, Coach. I've got a new safety invention, the slippery spray. Someone kick me.
This again?
Ow! Whoa, I gotta hand it to you, Klaus, man. That really works.
Didn't see that one coming.
All right, back to practice.
Back to the drawing board.
Tell us the secrets of the ancient fighting soccer, or you're going for a long, cold swim.
All right, all right. Close your eyes and all will be revealed.
That doesn't make any sense at all.
Kuju is an ancient sport, shrouded in mystery. It doesn't have to make sense.
Fine.
Why would I help you? You tried to end Shake's career.
End his career? Please. A master strategist would never use such a crude tactic. The tackle on Shakes was just a way to implant a tracking chip.
That's how they found me. Wait, if Uber put a tracking device in my leg, then...
Welcome to another epic showdown live from the Fortress Stadium.
Bad news for Supa Strikas fans. Despite early signs that he'd be back from his injury, Shakes has not made the squad.
Guys, you need to look after yourselves out there. We can't afford any more injuries. We're already one player short.
Make that two, Coach. Where's Klaus?
Let me guess. He's working on another safety invention?
Huh?
Tiger is totally right. Introducing my latest safety invention, this suit of armor.
You were hiding, weren't you?
Yeah. The only way to avoid being injured by Iron Tank is to avoid playing them.
You think this game will be less physical than the last encounter, Mac?
I very much doubt it, Brenda. And by the looks of it, so do Supa Strikas. They're keeping their distance from the tank.
And it's working. Supa Strikas have a chance here. But El Matador is down.
If he isn't celebrating, it must be bad. Yep, the game's only just started, and the men in red are 2 strikers down.
Close. You're going on.
Yes, Coach.
Faster!
Now, Iron Tank have a chance to attack Supa Strikas' goal.
Well, makes a change from attacking Supa Strikas. Oh, spoke too soon. Here comes the cross, but it's way too close to the keeper.
Or not. Iron Tank have barged their way back into the game.
And with Shakes and El Matador out, Coach is gonna need an ace up his sleeve to win this one.
You can't give up now, Shakes.
In case you hadn't noticed, we're locked in a cell.
Come on! That's nothing for Shakes from Supa Strikas, right?
Well, we said Coach needed an ace up his sleeve, but it turns out he had a 10.
So cool!
Shakes? What are you doing here?
Trained in an ancient temple, hitched to ride an Iron Tank submarine, you know, the usual.
I specifically told you to get your mind off Iron Tank.
Kinda difficult to do when they followed him around the world.
This is Xing. She taught me an ancient soccer technique. A way too...
How many times do I have to tell you, Shakes? It's not about your technique. Now sit down. You're not playing.
Man, Coach is scary.
Tell me about it.
Go close.
You can do it!
Come on, Lanky. Give it your best, Rizzo. Don't make me tell you again, Shakes.
I know. I'm not ready. But what other choice do we have? First, Shakes wasn't even in the squad. Then he's on the bench. And now he's playing?
Hopefully he can last longer than his teammates did.
Seems Shakes is more resourceful than we thought.
Don't worry. He's too scared to face me.
80 minutes gone, and the scores are still tied.
But Supa Strikas still have some life in them. There's Shake's first involvement. Can he make the difference?
Attack! Or will Iron Tank run him down again? Let's see how Kuju holds up in the 21st century.
Amazing move from Shakes!
Go, Shakes!
Where is he coming up with this stuff?
Come on, Shakes! You're almost there!
Remember the Kuju legend.
Time to finish the job!
Yes, we did.
I can't believe that tiny chip caused that much trouble.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's smash the thing!
Nah, I got a better idea.
This is the worst mission ever. Quit your whining. It will all be worthwhile when we find out what Shakes' new secret training is. One Eye, how close are we?
Oh! Over there!
Dear Uber, bet you didn't see this coming. Shakes!